Hey there. Oh, I'm a tired puppy. How are you guys doing? I don't think mine is all the energies. I think it's a lot of things. Too much busyness, not enough time to zone out and be who I like to be and listen. Barb, hey girl. My goodness, you're the first one on here. Hey. So, I'm wanting to do a really quick update. And then I'm going to go to bed. I'm just tired. And, hey, Susan. Well, hey, Barb, I'm amazed. Hello, Douglas and Leanne. It's a beautiful day here. I do mean gorgeous. Not a cloud in the sky, not a streak in the sky. Hey, Cindy. But I'm a tired puppy. And I just ran errands in town, and I don't enjoy going into town. I don't like shopping. I go shopping to get necessary items, and then I'm out of there. That's just me. So it's been a super busy day. I had stuff right off that I wanted to post, but I was so busy with all the things going on right here on my property that I didn't get around to posting it until sometime in the early afternoon. But that's just what happens sometimes. Oh, and a happy St. Patty's Day. As you can see, I wore green. So there's nobody here at my home that would pinch me if I wasn't wearing green, but you never know when you go out. So, hey, y'all. Emma, Zorica, Diane, hey. Narcissus, Melissa, hey everybody. I was confessing that I'm tired. I actually slept quite a bit yesterday. After all the storming and all the spiritual work that I had been into concerning all the weather, and the fact that when we're empathic, we feel everybody's feelings, and there was a lot of PTSD going on with all the forecast of everything being set up like it was in 2011 in the southern, southeast, kind of into the mid-south, like it was in 2011. And many of you remember that, but many of you won't even know about it. There were almost 400 tornadoes in 2 days. Yeah, a lot of people got PTSD after that one. So I learned a lot through this, and not a single tornado touched down in my area, even though we were in the area that was supposed to get them. We didn't get any, and I'm so grateful. Really, really grateful. Matter of fact, I don't think my entire state got any, which is pretty amazing. I can't say that for sure, but yeah. And my heart goes out to those of you who were in the middle of the worst of them. But when we do work like this, sometimes it can wear us out. And I've had some friends who've been going through real crisis physically. And those who are healers know, even if you're just letting power flow through you from God or from Source, the Holy Spirit, it still can pull it out of you. And I've had a bunch of folks needing help over the last week, and a lot of crisis stuff and things like that. And I realized yesterday I had to stop. And so I did. The kitties and I went to bed in the afternoon, probably about 4 o'clock, and we didn't get up until 8 o'clock. And I got up, ate a little something, hung out downstairs a bit. The kitties and I fellowshipped, Chipper and Sugar. And Chipper is right over here right now, by the way. Sugar's right over there. And then I went back to bed. I slept all night until about 4 o'clock. Then I woke up, checked the charts, and did all that stuff. Spent some time doing spiritual stuff, praying and meditating. And then I went back to sleep and slept till 8 o'clock. Didn't we, Chipper? Didn't we, boy? Zoom in. There Chipper is. He's by the window. Aren't you? It's the tribe, Chip. Oh my goodness. He had to come forward and see you all. Hey, baby boy. Yeah, it's the tribe. Okay. So, after all my meandering, and I am zoned in a big way. I just got back from being in town and lugging in a big bag of sunflower seeds for the birds and doing several things, and I'm just la 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 la. I'm in La La Land. And while I was out, I posted that thing I did, which is, wow, something just happened. And then one of the tribe, oh my goodness, I'm not gonna not give her credit. I'm gonna try and find it. I was so out of it, I didn't even look at the Russian chart, I don't think. Somehow it just got right past me. It was Donna. I said Donna. Donna Goodwin Lester. Thank you, Donna. She caught the Russian Schumann because I was in La La Land. I'm prone to La La Land as an artist and a mystic, but this is extra. So Chipper is still up here with us. Chipper, what's Sugar doing? Oh, there's Sugar down there. They always know where the other one is. Oh, there goes Sugar. Anyhow, so let's see if I can keep the focus long enough to make it through our live chat. So I got whacked while I was in town. It felt like, you know, when you're driving on the road and you hit those marks they put on the edge of the lane that go to let you know that you're leaving the lane. My head felt like that. It was like a real fast vibration buzz. And then I felt really La La Land. I couldn't think. I thought, of course I hadn't eaten all day, dummy me. And, oh my, here you have to see this. The Chipster and the Sugar are hanging out. Look at them. They play this little game with one another all the time. Doesn't Sugar look beautiful over there? Well, I'm trying to zoom in on her and my camera's not cooperating. There we go. There's that pretty little girl cat. Yeah, I'm talking about you. And there's Chipster. Okay. All right. Come on, Marguerite. Back to the world here. So, I was zapped. I couldn't even think of where I could find something to eat. Always muscle test to see what I should have. I was just in La La Land. So here, apparently, is the culprit. I haven't checked around for anything more. I thought this was enough. This is the Russian Tomsk University Schumann resonance chart. This is the spectrograph, and looky there. You know, it unfroze. It came back online, and this is earlier, you know, what it is showing, and then here, whack. Big white out spike. Didn't go all the way to the bottom, but pretty close. And it's got a big cross piece of white right there, which is right on about 20 hertz. And I'm not sure what it did, but it got me. I literally felt like I'd been zapped with a stick that was vibrating inside my head. I know that makes no sense. That's okay. Don't worry about it. It probably doesn't make sense. And this is the amplitude chart. And you can see this is our spike right here. And it's showing 38 amplitude. Now, it's not the same as hertz. This is what they put down. We write as power 38 or amplitude 38. 38. Try to pronounce my words here. So this is strong. It hit me very, very strong, and I'm not sure why. You know, an interesting thought, if they went offline to adjust their charts, did they tune it down again? Is this maybe bigger than it looks? I don't know. They obviously did not get rid of their little doodad. Look at that. It's back. We've been watching this. It looks like a sitting figure with their hand up, doesn't it? Looks like they're in the yoga stance. And then right over here, whoops, there's another funny squiggly thing. And these have shown up now for days while the chart was running, and now it's running again, and it's still back. And that is running at about 32 hertz. Now on this chart, it is hertz. 32 hertz, which is pretty strong. That's very strong. Let me back off here. 32 hertz. Yeah, that's pretty powerful. That puts you almost into gamma, beta, or gamma brain waves, which are very intense, very fast. Yeah, I wonder how many of you are just watching to see how goofy I'm going to get. Barb, are you still on here? Are you going to mock me later? Barb is an old friend of mine. We've known each other forever. Hey, everybody. So, we're having a big burst. Uh-oh. Hey, you two. Looks like that got a little too rough. Chipper. It's always Chipper. What did you do? We're going to have to cast the devil off of Chipper. My goodness. I don't know what that was. Sugar baby, are you okay? She's over here with me. Hiding out with me. Little girl, are you okay? Well, that wasn't right, was it? What was that about? Are you okay? Here's Sugar kind of sitting there looking stunned. And Chipper was grooming himself on the bed like, what? What did I do? Sugar, is that your fur that was a tuft out on the bed? That's not good. Yeah, Chipper. You just noticed a tuft of fur. I don't think they've ever done that before. That was a almost fight. Okay. Well, alrighty then. I pulled out my green rock since it's St. Patty's Day. This is a healing rock that was given to me by one of our tribe and a good friend of mine, Sandy. Thank you, Sandy. Can't think of the name of it right now. I'm not thinking of many things right now. This is one I found on my property. Here, look here. It's like I'm drunk, but no, I don't drink alcohol, and I haven't had any. I don't need to drink. You see, I'm capable of getting really wonky all on my own. See here? Isn't this nice? It's a red stone, and it's very transparent. The type of quartz. And it has rainbow reflections, like inclusions, I think is what Sandy calls them. This is right off my property, and I'm not going to spend the time to get it where you can see all that beautiful stuff. I'll do it sometime when I'm feeling more straight and level. You okay, baby? All right. The main thing I wanted to show you was the Russian Schumann resonance and how it is spiking right now. But while we're at it, let's see how long I can act a little cognizant, or however you say that. Let's see here. Let's take a look at space weather real quick. And those of you who want to learn how to read the charts, a lot of this is just getting familiar with it. A lot is noticing colors and how they signal things. And it's also somewhat intuitive. You know, this is spaceweatherlive.com. And yes, that's where you would go to find this. We don't have any significant coronal holes at this time. We do have quite a few sunspots on the face of the sun. And we've had some activity today with solar flares, but nothing too outlandish. But it was at least an M flare. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Okie dokie. You just never know. Let's go ahead and look at stereo ahead. This is one of our satellites. Let's take a quick look here. Touch right here for the thumbnails so you can see. I did not see any odd objects earlier zooming past the sun. That is the sun in the center, that white circle. But there are a lot of images. And towards the end here, you see we get a lot of hot-looking activity with a solar flare happening. Coming on up closer and closer to now. Still got a lot happening with it. And I still don't see any odd objects. But what we do see is this funny-looking corkscrew stuff. Look at that. You see what I'm pointing at? Hold on. And keep my finger out of the way. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that odd looking? It's like a corkscrew. And this, it's like lumps or even spheres is another way you might want to look at it. But these could be spheres going out, making a look like corkscrews with the light wrapping around them. Very interesting. And this is right up to now. This is as close as it gets to now, and that's at 1823 UTC. And we're currently at 22:58. And there you see my favorite game to play. Yeah, mindless. It's Jenny, the adorable little dog of solitaire. Anyway, wow. I am silly today. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the alternative Schumann charts. Hang on, and those of you who want to know where I'm getting this, well, it's written right on the top of most of the images. It's vlf.it. Just open your eyes and look a little harder and ease up my work of repeating the same thing over and over and over and over again. I do the same thing, though. If I go to the people's pages and I don't know what I'm looking at, I immediately start asking questions. Okay, hold on. Now, this is Cumiana. This is Cumiana. Nothing major, though we have had an exciting little while in the recent past. It's active, but nothing outstanding. And this was the last craziness, which was just yesterday. Lots of activity, but nothing to exactly write home about. We do have quite a bit of purple, which many people think of angelic intervention. I don't see any spikes really showing up, black spikes or dark spikes showing up here right now. Yeah, we did have those earlier today, and I felt it pretty powerfully. This is Inatos, which is near Italy, and it's actually a mine, so this is from inside the earth, and some of this could certainly be repercussions from earthquake activity. If they're having any more of that, I don't know, I haven't noticed, but this is crazy looking. Lots of activity. And we have anomalies right here. Check this out. You see this interesting pattern? Looks like it's been woven. Not a normal Schumann pattern. Moving on, and that's what we look for here. We look for anomalies. We look for anything that's out of the ordinary. But of course, to be able to recognize out of the ordinary, you have to know what ordinary looks like. Now this is yesterday, 3/16. There was a nice big black spike. And then right here, what in the world? These charts have gone backwards. Hold on, because I showed images of this morning. Hold on. Let me make sure I've got these up to date. I don't think I did. Wow. I'm telling you, I'm dingy right now. Moving on through, yeah, it's looking somewhat different. Sure is. Wow. Okay. La 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 land. I'm definitely going to bed after this, just to sleep a bit. Okay. We do have some black or dark spikes happening in this chart here. And that was, the last one was about 1715, 1730 UTC, which was a few hours ago. And coming on up through here, there was Inatos, and there was the chart we were just looking at, and there's the anomaly. It's all about the same. That's interesting. Okay, here are the black spikes. I was about to say, if these are gone, how did they disappear? See, 1, 2, right there. And there's 1, 2. Okay, I thought we were about to see a Mandela effect. Sugar, don't be moving furniture over there, girl. Okay. They're in an interesting mood. I hope they don't decide to become very active and playful when I decide to take a nap. What are they doing? It's like living with elves. Having 2 cats in the house. Okay, what else shall we look at? We pretty much looked, well, let's go ahead and look at space weather and go a little further with it. Let's go to the current warnings and alerts, and there's nothing outstanding except for we are at a KP4 still, which is active geomagnetic conditions. It's like sort of the entrance to solar storms. And that's where I had posted this earlier with some extra graphic work on it. And I'm going to call it quits now, seeing as how I'm a complete dingbat, which is a regional term, I think. There used to be a spooky movie show that came on really late when I was a kid and a teenager. And it was called Shock Theater. It's in the Southeast here. I live in Tennessee. And Dr. Shock was ridiculous looking. He was chubby, and I'm trying to remember what all he looked like. He was a real interesting character. But he had this little stuffed animal that was a bat, and it would hang out on his shoulder and flap around and stuff, and it was called Dingbat. Well, Dingbat made an indelible impression on my life, as well as many other people, because I still call other people dingbats and myself a dingbat, which is a very playful, lighthearted saying you're being goofy somehow. That's where it came from. It came from Shock Theater with Dr. Shock and Dingbat. And yes, way back I did watch spooky, scary movies. I think it was mainly to prove that I was not afraid of anything. And then I realized I don't really care for that. So I never watch anything scary anymore. I mean, why bother? I live here out in the middle of the boonies. I have no fear, no anxiety, but also I don't give place to that kind of stuff. So I don't want to feel afraid. And I know I have authority over spiritual stuff. The idea of people messing with me out here is more bothersome than anything spiritual that I can imagine, because I know I have authority in the name above every name that is named in heaven and earth and things beneath the earth. Oh, I am so out of it. Well, there's no telling what I might tell you all today, so I better get off of here. Love you much. Take it easy. Stay hydrated. I'm going to drink a little more water before I lie down to take a long nap. I hope and plan it will be a long nap. With my 2 kitties who accompanied me yesterday. And just got to take care of yourself. And I've had a lot of power running through me lately. And a lot of healing stuff, that pulls on you. And I'm just tired, kind of bone tired. So I'm going to rest some more. And I'm probably not going to be chatting a lot in the comments. So those of you who have been with us a while, continue to answer some of the very basic questions that people who are new come and ask. Let them know about the featured post at the top of the page and the symptoms and the things you can do to relieve them, and remind them of the videos up there for newbies, also the one on timeline shifts and black spikes, and the heart/brain coherence meditation video that's up there also. And you can always copy a link from up there and drop it into the comments if you want to answer some of the people who are asking very basic and understandable questions. Give me a little bit of a break. By the way, we're over 6 million visits to our page in the last month. Can you believe that? 6 million. That's gone right over my head and flown away. I have no idea how to relate to that. So I love you much. Everybody just kind of focus on love right now and gratitude. And you all are so good at this. So let's just go into this zone. Can you feel it? I can feel it right away. Feel love and like a stillness and a calmness and a peace. And I can feel you all out there. We are so connected. We are one. And one with our source, creator. That feels lovely. Thank you all. Thank you for that. Before I go take a nap. Love you all so much. We'll talk soon. See ya.